And we're now going to be talking to Laurence Young. We're going to be talking all about this year's Faversham Car Show. Laurence, welcome along to the show.
Thank you.
I was wondering, firstly, the Faversham Classic Car Show has been happening in the town centre for a long time now. What's new this year?
Well, this show, it's over the weekend of Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd, so that's the weekend after next. And I suppose that's the clue to what's new. The show's been going for 15 years, and this year, for the first time, it's going to be a 2-day event rather than a 1-day event. The main new feature is that there's going to be a display of veteran buses in the town centre in Faversham on the Saturday, and that's together with live music and stalls. You may know it's the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Maidstone and District Bus Company this year, and bus enthusiasts are staging a number of displays to mark that, and the Faversham one is part of that centenary. Faversham was one of the main hubs of the M&D bus company, and our local coach repair firm, South East Coachworks, are based in one of the original M&D bus stations in Preston Street in Faversham, and they're open all weekend as well. They've got displays at the garage there. So that's the Saturday. Then on the Sunday we've got classic cars and motorcycles in town. There's live music, a fun fair, children's entertainment, stalls, and there's an exhibition at the Creek Creative Arts Centre. I think one of the long-standing reasons for the success of the car show is that it is all in the town centre, so it's free to the public. So in fact you can have a whole weekend's entertainment for nothing.
Laurence, how many vehicles are coming along, and are there any really special ones?
Well, yeah, on the Saturday we've got about 20 buses booked in to appear, and I think that looked really good. Big buses in Faversham's quaint old streets. And I'm particularly looking forward to having a look at the home front bus, which I'm told houses World War II reconstructions, a 1940s living room, air raid shelter, a shop, and on the upper deck apparently there's a bombed out street, so you can go into this bus and see how the 1940s and World War II affected people on the home front. I'm told it's really good, so I'm looking forward to that. On the Sunday, that's the 22nd, we have got well over 300 cars and motorcycles, and in fact we've had such an amazing response to the show from car buffs this year. We've had to stop taking entries. The town's going to be completely full. We just can't take any more, so it's well over 300 cars and motorcycles on show. Cars, special cars, I'd go for, we've got a 1923 Morris Oxford. I think that's the oldest one coming along. There's a lovely old 1933 Austin 10 and a Triumph Roadster from 1949. American cars coming along, we've got a 1951 Pontiac Catalina, and of course there's those sort of glamorous marques such as Rolls-Royce, Aston Martin and Porsche, all of which are on display, and as I say, it's all free to the public.
Laurence, I understand there's a special steam train running as well this year.
Yes, that's right. We've got really quite a coup. I think we've got a train called the Oliver Cromwell. Now, I'm not a train enthusiast, but this is a steam loco. It's coming down from London on the morning of the Sunday, pulling a passenger train down to Faversham. And the Oliver Cromwell is apparently the train which was the very last passenger train on British Railways in 1968, so that pulled the very last steam train in the whole of the UK. It's coming down, say, on the Sunday morning, gets to Faversham around lunchtime, and then the afternoon it's making round trips from Faversham, going up to Gillingham and over to Sheerness, and coming back from Sheerness to Faversham, so people can book up on that for a local trip, as well as people coming down from London for a day at the show.
We're talking to Laurence Young. We're talking all about this year's Faversham Car Show. Laurence, it sounds like a lot of work and a busy time. Who puts the show together?
Well, the show's owned, if that's the right word, by the Faversham Area Tourism Association, and it's organised on the ground by a committee which is the association members and local car enthusiasts. The Faversham Enterprise Partnership, who I work for, we do the administrative work for the show. We get a lot of support from Faversham Town Council and from Shepherd Neame, as well as from other local businesses, and that includes our local Sainsbury's, who've helped us this year. I have to say the show's grown over the years and the workload has got a lot bigger, but I'm always impressed by the enthusiasm of the people organising it, that they're a really good bunch, and it's a really good local event.
What other things are there on offer over the weekend?
Yeah, well, lots of lovely buses and so on, of course, but there's tons to do as well as enjoy the cars and such like. The town's art centre, Creek Creative, that's in Abbey Street, has an exhibition open all weekend. We've got live music, a jazz band and a brass band. Some of the veteran buses are running a shuttle service. They're going to and from Brogdale, just outside the town, where we've got overflow parking for the public. And there's stalls for those who fancy a bit of browsing. And on the Sunday there's a fun fair and Punch and Judy and entertainment for the children. Also, perhaps for people who might want to stay locally, if you've got friends who are staying locally for the weekend, a number of the local B&Bs and accommodation providers out there offering deals which it's worth checking out.
Laurence, what's the best way for people to see the displays and get involved?
Well, if I may, I think I'd recommend people to have a look at the faversham.org website. If they go to faversham.org/car show, that's got all the details there, all the entertainments, all the stalls, details about the cars, the accommodation offers that I mentioned earlier. And in terms of taking part, again, as I mentioned earlier, we've had a huge influx of entries for the car show, so we've closed the book on that, but we can always use people who might be interested in marshalling for us for a couple of hours. We've got a good marshalling team, but anybody who wants to help us out on that side of things, very welcome to contact us. Let us know if they can help us out there. On the special events, the steam train, the Oliver Cromwell steam train, telephone number perhaps I can give to you if you want to make a booking for that round trip, Faversham, Gillingham, Sheerness and back. That's 01795 542285. That's 01795 542285. Otherwise, take a look at the Faversham website, as I say, and then come along for a fabulous free weekend's entertainment.
Laurence, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along and telling us all about the Faversham Car Show.
Thanks, Daniel. Great pleasure.
That's Laurence Young here at BRFM on the Monday Night Community.